This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the UTSA Roadrunners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Roadrunners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man. It's Milner. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots. Any chance he had.
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back
Bro,
spot.
I don't know why my kicking
meter
meter is so delayed today.
A good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
To throw, it's McCown. On target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But
Let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to run it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Texas.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Find some fresh air. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, And all of a sudden, he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Jackson will throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gonna run it. It's White. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Jackson gonna throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snags it over the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's McCown. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And it's the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Just keeps slinging it. He fires to the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll run it again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, the Roadrunners! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Jackson will throw. The short hands, it's Reese. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's McCown. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
That textbook how you end a 1st half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike. like offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with an 83-yarder for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Oregon in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Roadrunners. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's White. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. North Texas in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's White. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Mean Green. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Fakes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Back to the ground with the running back. And they swarm him under.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
lose a yard on that one.
Hey, this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, UTSA! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Milner. Breaks into the open. To the house. Touchdown, North Texas. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
North Texas, 42. UTSA, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I'm so tired right now, dog.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Peterson. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Brad, 54! Brad, 54! Splinter Landon! Splinter Landon! Blue idiot!
Red pass, it's complete. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rush is on him.
That was a bad play call,
Great
Shane.
pressure by this defense.
Well, the problem for this
I
offense
don't know
now
why he
late
went
in
away
the
from
game,
what's
trailing
working.
by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Makes the grab.
All right,
They'll
full
make the
game right
stop
here.
about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. On the run, it's White. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mean Green. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making the plays.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McCown. The sure hands. It's Hardy. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And it's the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. From the gun. Give on the inside. Powers through the defender. There's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Out route to 28.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Honestly good, bro.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets the give. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means
RPO to 13. Pick 6. Cribbed.
They'll try to drive ahead
RPO,
on 3rd
or it was
and
RPO,
short.
it just wasn't a 13.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Game change.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The run inside. It's White. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They'll ride the hot hand. There's a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point was good. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
56, UTSA, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Donald. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry
Good game, Shane.